Apparently, I have a 15-minute limit and I exceeded it. So I just realized that the end of my video didn't record. So I apologize that we're now moving on to video two. But I'll try to wrap this up really quickly. The grading policy, which I know all of you are a little bit anxious about, um, is really actually quite simple. We'll talk in more detail when I get back and you're working on assignments that are worth a little bit more. At the beginning of the year, you're sort of practicing stepping into things, getting warmed up, and so you won't have anything exceptionally major prior to me returning. You will have a reading check next week. So if you haven't read your summer reading book, if you haven't read Fahrenheit 451, then you will definitely need to take advantage of the remaining days until next week to do that. And the actual reading check will be next Tuesday. So I ask you to make sure, I asked you to finish the book by Monday. You'll be doing some work in class on Monday with it, and then the reading check will be on Tuesday. Grades will be determined by a variety of assessments. So you will be writing, you will be taking tests, you will have quizzes, projects, presentations, activities, participation. There will be discussions, a whole host of opportunities for you to be able to demonstrate what you know. And this is an important thing to keep in mind as well. Any major writing assignment, which is basically the ones worth 100 points or more, and occasionally we'll make an exception and allow an assignment that isn't worth as much to kind of fall into this category. But major writing assignments are eligible for resubmission, and there's actually quite a process that you have to go through to be able to do that. But it isn't necessary to talk about that process now because you don't have a paper in front of you. So after you turn your first paper in, I will walk you through kind of the process for what you need to do to be able to revise and resubmit your paper. And the last thing just says that I hope that, or I expect you rather, to do your own work in this class. Plagiarized work will receive a 0. There will be a parent meeting. The administration will find out. It will go in your permanent file. We take it very, very seriously. And the reason we do that is because this is an institution of learning. And if you are not demonstrating your own thinking and your own learning, or you're not giving credit to the thinking that somebody else has put forth into the world, then you are not respecting the process. And when you get to higher grades, particularly in college, this becomes a serious matter that could get you expelled. And so we need to make sure very early on that you are learning this lesson. And so please take this very seriously. Please do your own work. Please make sure that if you borrow the work from somebody else that you give them credit. And we'll talk more about this as the year goes on. But in a nutshell, that's what your academic ethics statement requires you to think about and agree to. My final words as you come down here, I'd like you to look at this graphic. As you begin this year, I know that this has probably been a very overwhelming week. You have walked into a brand new, enormous building, and you are taking classes that are completely different. You're seeing faces that are completely different. You're walking in the hallway with people who are twice as big as you, and I know that that is kind of a jarring experience to go through. But as you walk through these days, despite the number of times where you might have fallen, either literally or figuratively, the reality is that you're going to just get back up and learn from it. Think about what you can do better, where you can go next. Realize that mistakes are just a step along the path to something more. And so as you go through this, realize that you are exposing yourself to just a plethora of opportunities. And I encourage all of you to make sure that you're doing what you can to take advantage of them and to reach out and to really make the most of your experience. You're going to have a really great year. I love teaching freshmen because this is one of the few opportunities in your life where you really get a clean slate and you really do have the opportunity to kind of build yourself into the person that you want to become. And it really starts now. And so make the most of it. And I can't wait until I am back and I get the chance to experience this journey with you. Until then, have a really great day, and I'll talk to you soon.